The new Pixar hotel is opening up at Disneyland. It's not really a new hotel, and some are saying it's not really Pixar. We're going to talk about that here on That Park Place. Welcome, one and all, to That Park Place. I am Jonas J. Campbell, and with me is Vash Sky. Vash, you doing all right?
I am doing very, very well. Getting some amusement from the reactions out of everybody from this new hotel opening announcement. So I am so glad to be talking about it with you, Jonas. This is awesome.
First of all, Scott Guston says the new Pixar Place Hotel at Disneyland Resort officially opens on January 30th, 2024, completing the transformation of former Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel, which Paradise Pier, that is a direct reference to DCA, right?
Yes. Originally, when this, this is an interesting story because this hotel originally wasn't built by Disney. It was built by, I believe, a Japanese company back in the 1980s to capitalize on the LA Olympics. And then Disney acquired it when carving out the Disneyland Resort, and when everything opened in 2001, February 2001 for the actual park itself, they themed this hotel to DCA's back corner being Paradise Pier. So that's kind of the history there.
Okay, well, let's go to this wonderful site called mouseinfo.com, and we'll link the article below. Pixar Hotel reveals more details, opening January 30th, 2024 by Joey Inigo. Disneyland Resort confirmed today that the Pixar Place Hotel will open January 30th. The refresh of the former Paradise Pier Hotel brings in a heavy dose of visuals from the House of Lamp that extends both inside and out. I'm not sure that House of Lamp is going to happen, but I get what you're going for there. I like it. I'm not sure that's going to stick in the same way.
Well, I think Joe's being cute there. He's
yes,
a good
absolutely.
Cat.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm playfully ribbing Joey,
see.
and I like his articles. Pillows in the rooms inspired by the Pixar ball, which are also carried through in the sheets. So as we can see here, Pixar in the sheets and Pixar on the pillow. Lighting reminiscent of the Pixar lamp. There you go, right there. Headboards with concept art from a variety of Pixar features, including The Incredibles, Toy Story 3, and more. And let's not forget Brave, right there. I noticed that these are artistic renderings as opposed to the original CGI. So that's a solid game plan right there for a concept.
They might be taking some concept artwork or, like you said, new renders for this. They're kind of taking like I think we first saw this, if I want to say, I think it was at the Polynesian with some renderings back there for some of those redone rooms. So they're following up with that kind of design conceit. I believe those Pixar balls, I think they were featured after, I want to say, Pixar Pier became whatever they're calling
Paradise
the Pixar
Pier became Pixar
Pier, right? Yeah, Pixar Pier at DCA. I think they featured the balls after that, so those aren't necessarily new. There you go. You have a CGI Rex stall there. Or Photoshop Rex stall there. We'll see if that's actually featured.
They didn't quite put the shadowing on there for the artistic rendering. I also do wonder what book this is right here. Well, we won't go too far down the path of trying to determine, because obviously Turning Red was chosen to be put on the wall. These are all things that when they're working on the concept, they're making it as pristine as possible. Although it hasn't prevented them from getting a little bit of ribbing. I found this particular tweet to be very funny. Vash showed me this one before, and I just have to point it out. The latest Disney hospital opens soon. Pixar Place General will soon welcome patients to the Disneyland Resort, and for only $600 a night, you too can sleep like a patient in a children's hospital. Oh, ouch!
I mean, it's this. We're talking. I mean, at a base price, we're talking more than $350 a night. Who knows how much it'll actually be when this Pixar Place finishes up its grand reimagining and opens on January 30th. But we're talking a minimum of around $500 for this place, and you're giving us this when right next door we're talking about, I believe, the Westin, if I'm not mistaken, at $350 a night, and it's a boutique hotel. Mm-hmm. This is simply unacceptable, and I think people are kind of talking about that fact here.
And I do have to say, good job, TRVL Truth, for that burn. Maybe they can check into the Disneyland Hotel for getting that burn treated.
Yeah, exactly. And I've seen similar ribbing for like the Contemporary when it was redone. Mm-hmm. That was redone to The Incredibles, right? Even like Universal Studios' official Twitter account got in on the action, and it was hilarious. And here we see Disney doing this again. It's bland, and it really isn't isn't befitting of the deluxe status that they placed on this.
And also, I'll point out in research, apparently they replaced all of the Luxo Junior pillows that they had before with a new kind of Luxo Junior pillow. So interesting use of funds there. I look at this, and yes, it does look like a hospital. I think it's the fact the hardwood floors are probably what gives it that hospital feel.
Maybe the dark blue walls in the back, perhaps.
Yeah. If there was a little bit of art there, maybe that would. We could only theorize it. What exactly it is about this room that makes it look kind of like a hospital? It might be the lighting. It might be the flooring. It might be the stark walls. But that's really not the luxurious thing that you want for your hotel. Disney's Art of Animation, I would say, I'm not overly impressed with the flat graphics that are in Art of Animation. But if I was a little kid, I would be ecstatic. Looking at this, I still am not in that area where I think, oh wow, maybe I'd like the pillow, maybe I'd like the pictures on the wall. But this isn't something that I think would necessarily wow a kid either.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I know a lot of it's been made about Disney's kind of, let's say, withdrawing of like bedspreads. They used to do like these themed bedspreads that would like break up the rooms and make them not feel as bland or as uninteresting as what's detailed here. But you mentioned Art of Animation. It's interesting because when you look at Pop Century, or when you look at some of the other value hotels at Walt Disney World property, I would say this is kind of more in line with those. I think my issue is not that it kind of takes design cues from those, but at this price point, this is a deluxe labeled hotel.
Well, this isn't a value hotel?
No, this is not a value. Every single resort at Disneyland Resort is deluxe, including this one.
I thought that was just a joke.
No. So it's literally, you're talking $500 minimum, maybe $350 minimum to stay here.
Just for reference, this is a guest room at Disney's Pop Century Resort.
Right.
And it is comparable. I would say it's about as nice.
I would agree too. And when you're, paying maybe, let's say $130 if you can get a deal on it, hey, that's not so bad. And you're at Walt Disney World property and you can, use the included transportation and all that. Great stuff. This is not that. This is what they brand as a deluxe resort accommodation at the Disneyland Resort. It's simply unacceptable.
I would tend to agree with you there, Vash. So let's take a look at the rest here.
Yep.
Of course, you have the lamp. Luxo is the lamp, and the ball is just the Luxo ball, or is it the Pixar ball?
I do apologize. I believe it's the Pixar ball, but let me just go ahead and double check on that. I don't want to. I don't want to.
It looks like we've got some stained glass hanging from the ceiling here. Okay. That I don't think kids will really connect with that, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so it's interchangeable. So it's the Pixar ball, also known as the Luxo ball. So there you go.
Okay, well, as long as there's no way to be incorrect.
Yeah, exactly right. This looks, looks fine. I think it looks fine. There's definitely a modern design conceit with all of these things. Some of this furniture looks a little IKEA-ish to me, but hey, what do you know? But then there are other aspects of this hotel that look just as bland as the rooms, and it's really unfortunate to see.
Oh, and there's the Pixar pool. See, finally something fun. I can see this as something that kids would really enjoy here. That right. Pool is really something. Hank here, the septopus that just wants to get away from all of his problems. He's a hilarious symbol to have in the middle of your pool, and I'm not being sarcastic. I do actually like that image and the irony of a pool completely full of children that centers around a character who just wants to get away from kids. That's kind of hilarious.
This pool was really a sore spot when it was the Paradise Pier hotel. So the fact that they have redone this, I think, is very, very good. It makes it quite difficult because it's like an elevated platform, which is kind of weird, and it overlooks like a parking lot. So there's very limited things you can actually do with this if you're maintaining that structural integrity. So the fact that they've gone back in here and themed this, I do agree with you, Jonas. I think this is a marked improvement.
Oh, and this is actually hilarious. This Jack and anger themed fire pits. That's really something.
Custom furniture like that, very cool.
So maybe I don't dislike this as much as I originally thought. I'm still not paying $600 a night to stay here because that's not that theming. For $600, I want to take one of these things home with me.
yeah, or be served by it. Right. I think it's nice, but is it $600 nice? I mean, that's really the big question here. So not too many people are fond of this hotel. A lot of people have advocated for its removal and replacement. Maybe that changes with Disneyland Forward in time. But for an effort to stretch out the value of this hotel from Disney's end, I think it's okay, but the pricing is just way off.
Now, have I missed anything here? Is this a Disney Vacation Club resort?
No, I don't know. There's no DVC tie-in here.
I was just kidding. Yeah. Well, at that, we want to throw it to our viewers. Would you stay at the Pixar Pier Hotel, or would you rather stay at the Paradise Pier Hotel, or would you rather stay at home? That's the question, of course. When it comes down to it, the market gets to decide whether or not Disney put their money in the right place and whether they set their prices correctly. So we would like you to tell us, what do you think about this? For more of That Park Place, of course, you can follow us at the Twitter handles above, or you can comment below. We've probably got a link to that Mouse Info article in that sweet tweet from LVTRDR. What's his name? TRVL Truth over on Twitter, and go tell him that we sent you over there to say good job. Of course, if you want to subscribe to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun, you should do that. Subscribe to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com for all the news that should be fun. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.